One, two, three.
Hello, everyone. This is Kyle Galaz with Poor2Pro Car Sales Training Podcast. Become a sales titan. We're in season 10. This is bonus episode number 17 called Dropping Your Hooks. I'm in one of my favorite parks in Coeur d'Alene. The lake is right behind me. I got my scooter over here. I rode it over here. It was too nice of a day to not get out here and have some fun. You might hear some kids in the background. We always invite the kids. Great park back here. There's even a seagull right here. If you guys are on video, make sure you guys get to the video so you can see what it looks like out here. I brought my podcasting stuff out here because I'm away from the dealership today, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to get out here and get outside and get some sunlight and have some fun. So we're in season 10, but again, this is a bonus episode. So season 10 is all about sales manager training, but I need to sprinkle in some salesman training in there, gets my sales titans some training. And this one's called Dropping Your Hooks. Now, I've actually talked about this before in other episodes, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to do an entire episode dedicated to this called Dropping Your Hooks. And it's very, very important because I see many sales titans out there that are selling 20 plus cars a month doing this exact thing. Okay. So here's the premise to it. Basically, if you go fishing, Siegel, if you go fishing and you're on the dock and you got your fishing pole and your hook and you throw it in, how many fish can you catch? How many fish can you catch with your one hook in the water off the dock? One. That's it. You can't catch two or three or four unless you have multiple hooks. But if you're just casting one line with one hook, the maximum amount of fish you can catch is one. So this episode called Dropping Your Hooks is going to be talking about how many lines do we have in the water, right? If you have multiple hooks in the water off the dock, let's say you had 10 fishing poles all lined up off that dock, how many fish could you catch at a time? Technically speaking, you could catch 10 fish at one time. So if we have a dock and we have 10 poles and 10 lines and 10 hooks, we could possibly catch 10 fish as opposed to the fisherman that just has one. Now, how do we translate that into the car business? That's what this episode is about. How do we sell 20 plus cars a month? We need to drop our hooks. And we're going to break it down into what you can do and how we can get you to that sales titan status, because I know for a fact you want to sell more than 20 cars a month. You want to be more than average. You want to have big fat paychecks. How about those paychecks that last 2 months? And now you're not going from paycheck to paycheck. Now you're starting to sandbag some cash. All your credit cards are at zero balance. You have money in the bank. All your bills are paid. And guess what? Oh my gosh, tomorrow's payday. I haven't even spent this money. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to Poor2Pro Car Sales Training Podcast. My name is Kyle Galaz. I've been in the car business. I'm in my 25th year. I've completed 24 plus years now. Many of those years were as a salesman. Many years were a salesman. So I know what it's like to have the daily grind, the paycheck to paycheck, the highs and the lows, the peaks and the valleys. I know what it's like out there. And I did it for 16 years almost in sales, and now I'm my 8th year as sales manager, and now I get to see that side of it. 6 years as a sales trainer, a global car sales trainer. People from all around the world have hired me for one-on-one training sessions to help them. So let's get into this episode, Dropping Your Hooks. Things what you're going to walk away with in this episode is new prospecting ideas and new tips, a new outlook on how to make more money and how to make more sales. The whole point of sales training, my notes are down here, that's why I'm looking down. The whole point of sales training is to make more money. You don't want to just sell more cars, right? You want bigger paychecks, right? You want to have big grosses. Of course, you want to sell more units. Obviously, that's what sales titans do, but you want to make more money. And a lot of the stuff that we talk about also can be addressed with holding gross too. So the core concept of this episode is, what are the hooks? So if we're gonna cast out our hooks, our lines, one of them is phone calls. How many phone calls are you casting a day? How many phone calls are you dropping a day? Those are your hooks. Let's talk about phone calls. Are you doing your tasks that your CRM system is relentless about? Your CRM system never sleeps. It's creating task after task, and you feel like a task manager, like, hey, you should have your own BDC department. Guess what? You are the BDC department, and I know it's frustrating, but if you can embrace the fact that you are your own BDC department and just say this comes with the territory and just let it go, you're going to start seeing more successes. And instead of just getting through your task, you start making those phone calls. The phone calls is a huge way to set appointments. People don't get phone calls from salespeople anymore. They get text messages, they get emails, they get, you know, bombarded with digital stuff. The AI systems now that message them on their websites, but they're not actually talking to a human, and that is where we are sharp. So if we can get on the phone and start casting those hooks, making those phone calls every day, we can start putting more hooks in that water to start selling more cars, because the phone call creates what? Appointments. Getting some water. It's warm out here. The phone calls create appointments. The appointments create sales, right? We're not trying to sell a car over the phone. We're trying to get the customer in to sell them a car while they're here so we can build that ether, have a bunch of fun at the car dealership and sell them a car. So phone calls is our first hook. Now, if they don't answer, there's a lot of people that leave voicemails and there's a lot of people that don't leave voicemails. But if you're a person that leaves voicemails, there's another hook, right? Keep it simple. Keep something in that voicemail that's catchy, that gives them a reason to call you back, right? Give them a hook to call you back, just like a catchy song. You want to sing that song over and over and over. Well, if you have a great phone voicemail, hey John, this is Kyle at ABC Motors. I have some great news for you. Simple, right? Give me a call back at your earliest convenience. There's something that I want to talk to you about that's kind of on a time crunch, right? There's the hook. On a time crunch. Call me back as soon as possible. I have something exciting to share with you. You don't have to lay out an entire voicemail that's 45 seconds long that talks about the incentives and this and that and that. Talk about some program changes. I need to talk with you in person because I want to go over something that's really important. It's on a kind of a time crunch, so call me at your earliest convenience or text me back at da 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 da. Keep it short. Keep it 10 to 20 seconds long because the average attention span of most people is 10 to 20 seconds. So you got to get them with a hook. So we got phone calls. We're casting phone calls. We're casting voicemails. What about text messages? Are you texting a huge long paragraph to a customer where they're not going to read it? How about you put some spaces and some bullet points in there, kind of like the voicemail? Hey, I got some great news. It's kind of a time sensitive thing. Give me a text back as soon as you can. I know you're probably busy. Give them that little loophole. Hey, I know you're busy. You got a lot of stuff going on. I tried calling you and leaving a message. Uh, Text me back at this number at your earliest convenience, and I'll call you or message you back, right? And you can tell them, I don't want to text you an entire paragraph of what's going on at the dealership and some of the program changes. So give me a call as soon as you can, right? You can tell them, hey, I don't want to leave you a big old text message, but how many phone calls, how many voicemails, and how many text messages are you doing? The people that are consistently selling 20 plus cars a month are the ones that are casting tons of lines and hooks out there. So phone calls, voicemail, text messages. What about emails? Again, your CRM system is blowing you up because the CRM system knows that uh, the more things that you're doing to try to get a hold of this customer, the better chances of you selling them a car. If you get an internet lead and all you do is send them one email, there's your one hook. What are your chances of selling them a car? Right? Some people's emails have, I've checked this constantly on some of the sales guys' phones at the dealership. They have 23,000 emails. 23,234. Do you think the customer's going to notice if it has 23,235? They don't even know you emailed because they haven't checked it. Okay. So if you've only sent one email response, Guess what? They probably don't even know your email's in there. It's not that they're ignoring it. It's just they got 40 in the day and yours just happens to be the earliest one of the day at 8 a.m. Well, they got 20 other spam ones that they haven't sent to spam yet. So guess what? Your email is way down on the list. That's when you follow up with the phone call and say, hey, I sent you an important email. It's time sensitive. Give me a call when you get a chance. Check that email, respond if you want. Otherwise, text me back, right? You're going to give them multiple options of how to get a hold of you because we want to go at their comfort zone. Because guess what? They may not be the best on the phone. They may not be the best texter, but they're great at emailing. Or they may be great at emailing or texting, but not that great at emailing, right? So there's a reason, there's a path to that customer. There's a path to getting to that customer. We just have to make sure that we're putting out enough lines and enough hooks to get a hold of them. But if you're doing the one and done internet lead, guess what? You're never going to get that sale. You're never going to get a hold of the customer. And they're not ignoring you. They just don't even know you exist yet. They put an inquiry online and they haven't seen your email or your response. So you have phone calls, voicemails, text messages, emails. What about social media posts? Have you found them on social media? It might be a little bit creepy. I don't know. But you've tried every way to get a hold of them. Multiple customers you've tried today, you can't get a hold of them on any avenue. Shoot, are they even on Facebook? Yeah, let's check. Maybe that's how they message you about the car you posted. There he is. That's the guy. That's the same name. It says that he lives in the same town. I'm just going to message him. See if I can get a hold of him. Yeah, it might be a little weird messaging him on Facebook, but guess what? If you get a hold of him and you get a sale out of it, was it worth finding him on Facebook? Absolutely. Absolutely. So we have to cast our lines and we have to cast our hooks. Okay, here's another one that you can do. What about posting on social media? There's so many people out there that are still scared to post. They don't want to be on camera. How are you going to be the familiar face of your city and your dealership if you don't want to get on camera? The most successful salespeople aren't afraid of taking pictures with customers, getting in front of the camera with their customers when they sell a car, taking a picture of every single sale. Think about this. If you sell 150 cars in a year, that's 150 advertising opportunities you could have with your customer. You could have them in the picture with you, arm around them, handshaking, handing them the keys, and putting that on social media and then tagging them in it. Hey, at John Smith, thanks for coming in. Hashtag put your city, put your at your dealership, hashtag whatever you got to do to try to make it relevant to that car, maybe hashtag Corvette or at your city, at downtown, whatever you got to do. But social media is also a way to cast those lines. So don't miss out on those opportunities with customers to get their photo with them. Make sure you're the common denominator. You've heard that in so many of my episodes. You need to be the common denominator in everything that you do on social media. Have your customer, right? Obviously, your customer is the most important person to text or post because their friends are going to see it, they're going to share it, et cetera, et cetera. But you got to have your face in it because they're going to be like, go see that guy. He's super cool. His name's Kyle. Yeah, it's the brown guy with the nice hair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That guy, that guy. Go see him. Right. And you have a nickname. Go see Spider, whatever your nickname is. I don't know. There was a guy named Spider in the car business one time, and people would forget his name and his nickname. They'd say it's the guy that has a nickname that's a bug, right? Have a nickname, have something catchy so people can find you at your dealership if they forget your name. At least they can describe you. What about following up? Are you casting your lines following up? I'm going to get another drink of water here. Hold on. It's a beautiful day. Hope you guys enjoy the video on the green grass. Sorry, I'm in civilian clothes. I love Fox racing stuff. I've been wearing it since like 1996 or 7, since Krusty Demons of Dirt came out, the dirt biking video. They were wearing Fox stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I love that brand. So this is what I wear on my days off, Fox gear. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Following up, that could be another way to cast your lines. Are you following up with your sold customers? Are you following up with people that didn't buy? Whether they tell you they bought or not. Yeah, I bought last week. Don't be flustered and frustrated. It happens. It happens to all of us. No matter how good your deal is, sometimes you lose a car deal. Sometimes you lose that war. But you can still save face and say, hey, congratulations. It's really cool. I hope maybe next time I could urge your business. I really did try my best, right? Maybe get some sympathy points from them. and I understand you bought elsewhere this time, but maybe refer a friend or two to me. I'm going to send you a couple of my business cards in the mail, right? Try to still resolve something out of that car deal that maybe you lost to get some future business. But following up is another way to cash your lines. Hey, Bill Johnson, I haven't talked to you in like 6 months. I know this is your third year owning that car I sold you. How is it going? Oh, you need something bigger? Oh yeah, you bought a big trailer? Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, what do you need, a 3/4 ton this time? Well, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna send you a text while I got you on the line right now. Calling from the office phone. Did you get that text? You hear that ding? Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna text you some of the 3/4 tons we have in stock right now. Let me know if it's something in your wheelhouse. What kind of miles you're looking for? Guess what? That follow-up phone call just turned into a car deal. You have all these avenues every single day to cast your lines and drop your hooks. And if you're not doing it, guess what? You don't even know that the fish are there. Okay. You have to fish the whole lake. You can't just put one hook off the dock. One hook off the dock is making a couple phone calls during the day, right? Doing your internet leads, doing some of your tasks, and just kind of hoping someone shows up to the dealership, right? Then you got this guy over here typing away, boom, boom, making calls, sending text messages, writing letters out, right? He's doing triple the work that you are, and guess what? He's probably selling more cars. You need to be the sales titan that is working all day and casting lines all day. Okay, so Fallen, what about thank you cards? All your customers should get a thank you card with a couple or a thank you letter with some of your business cards in there, and have something in there. If you send me a customer and they buy, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you a gift card, $100 cash, whatever it is. Give them a reason to pass out your cards, right? They want a supplemental income. Their car payment is $300 a month. If they refer three people to you a month and they buy, you're making their car payment. I have a way to pay your car payment every month, Mr. Customer. Well, how are you going to do that, Kyle? I'm going to give you $100 for every customer you send me that buys. Your car payment was $350. Send me four customers a month, friends, family, I don't care. Post about it. Go see my car guy, and I'm going to send you $100 every time. We're going to pay off your car together. Wow, thank you. Kind of ties into the next one, gifts. I was talking about gifts. If you set a certain amount aside, if you make a big old pounder, like if I make an $800 commission or more on a customer, I'm going to send them a gift, right? You don't obviously want to send an expensive gift to a customer you made $50 on or $100, a mini split, right? You're not going to spend $50 on a gift, but set a number. Like if I make X amount of dollars or more on a car deal, I'm going to send out this gift to that customer and make it the same gift. So it's kind of like your calling card. Hey, where'd you get that? Oh, my car sales guy bought it for me. Oh, he must have made a big voucher off you. Yeah, he probably did, but hey, he's a great guy, and I keep going back to see him. Some of my happiest customers were happy that I made big commissions. They were okay with it. They were happy that I made a big voucher. And they were sometimes the easiest customers. So maybe a gift. And then another way to cast out lines is Facebook comments. If you see your customers after you've friended them on Facebook, which I hope you're doing, or social media, following them, if they say, hey, it's Billy's birthday, he turned 10 today, comment. It might be a little hook, but comment happy birthday from your car guy, Kyle at boom, boom, boom. Happy birthday. Tell your son happy birthday from the car guy. In 6 more years, he's going to need another car for me. Guess what? Grandma's going to read those comments. Bill, the friend's going to read. I always use Bill. It's just my go-to name. I need to think of a better name. Mike's going to read it. Greg's going to read it. These people are going to read these comments and be like, oh, the car guy. Is that your car guy? They talk about it at the next dinner. Yeah, he's a super nice guy. He sent me this gift, a little box of cigars, right? He sent me this gift of cigars, or whatever it is that you get him. Oh man, that's cool. Could you have his number? Yeah, message him on Facebook too. You're casting little hooks out there. Guess what? Little hooks can still catch a big fish, right? All you need to do is snag them. They may not even be in the market for a car, but guess what? They programmed you in your phone. You want to talk about being legendary? How many people are talking about you right now and you have no idea? One, two, 100,000 people, 10,000 people, a million people? How many people are talking about you without you having to be in the room? That's the sign of a legend. What about, you're making sales, you're meeting new customers that are asking for you, and you have no idea where they came from. Oh, yeah, I saw you online. What the heck? I'm doing work without working. This is amazing. Residual income. Why most people stay average? They cast one or two hooks and then wait. They cast one or two hooks and then wait. All right, I'm gonna cast my line. I got a second one set up over here. All right, now it's time to drink and have a cigarette and just see what happens. Put the bobbers on. Yep, yep. They're not actively fishing. They're just relax fishing. They just got it out there, all right, and they're paying attention over here on their phone. The bobber's going like this. There's a customer on the lot. That's the bobber, and they're not even focused on it because they're worried about their text messages and all this stuff like that, and their smoke break and their giant burrito that they're digesting. And now they got to go to the bathroom for 45 minutes, and their bobber's out there. There's a fish on the line. Oh, the fish got off the hook, and now they're gone. Average people will always stay average if they're doing average things. That's called AAA. Average people doing average stuff will always have average results. AAA. We're going to rename something here. We just coined something, right? They rely on the sales floor and an internet lead to fall in their lap. They're hoping for the easy laydown. They're going to always be average, right? If you're selling 5 to 10 cars a month, anyone can do that. Anyone can sell 5 to 10 a month. You getting that 12, 15, it takes a little more skill, it takes a little more work ethic. 15 to 20, okay, they're starting to hustle. They're coming to work. 20 to 30 sales titans, that's all they do. They come to work to sell cars and they're obsessed with it, right? You need to cast hundreds of hooks. Now, I mentioned this earlier. You need to fish the whole lake, right? You can't just sit around and do one thing. You have to fish the whole lake. You got to get out the dock. You got to get on man, that's a sick truck that just went by, like a 30-inch lift kit. Holy moly. I wish I could show it to you guys. Cool thing about living in a resort town is there's lots of money here. And so you get to see some really cool stuff. It's a GMC Sierra. Looks like a Denali with the 20-inch lift kit. I think that's like 26-inch rims. It's probably a show truck, but still pretty cool. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. You need to fish the entire lake. You need to be on a boat, right? With hooks everywhere, right? The boat is your work ethic. The boat is your work ethic. You're riding your work ethic and you're putting hooks out there everywhere and you never stop. You're always trolling. You're always on the move. The greatest salespeople I've ever met never stop. They just keep going. Okay. Fish the whole lake. I love that one. Fish the whole lake. Their systematic sales tighten difference. They systematically drop hooks across multiple channels every single day. Remember, phone calls, voicemails, texts, emails, social media posts, business cards that you leave at other businesses. Mail them out. Follow-up calls, thank you cards, gifts, Facebook comments, right? Are you actively doing it in every different channel? This creates multiple deals working at the same time instead of one at a time selling. Most salespeople that are average do one at a time selling, one at a time. They can't handle multiple. The brain can't handle multiple. Okay. Here's what we have to do. The action section I got down here. You have to have daily non-negotiables. Okay. This could be the 30-30-30 rule, or if you want to kill it, 90-90-90 rule. 30 phone calls, 30 emails, 30 texts, or triple that. Start with 30 though. Let's see if you can get through the day watching the lot, doing all the normal stuff you have to do, your tasks, but get through 30 real phone calls, 30 real text messages, and 30 real emails. Cast those, that's 90 lines out there. 90 hooks total, 30-30-30. Then when you start feeling more comfortable, ramp it up to 60-60-60. You're going to start seeing not only is your day going by faster, but you're starting to get these phone calls, these text messages. You're working one deal and you're texting another guy. Hold that thought. I got to text this guy. Yeah, I understand you're already getting lunch and this is your fourth time eating today. I got stuff to do. I'll eat later. Here, I'm going to eat this protein bar real quick. Oh yeah, I got to pound this energy drink because I got 5 things working. That's a sales titan. You're not doing it one at a time. You're doing lots of things at a time. Okay. You're not doing one at a time selling. Non-negotiables, 30-30-30 rule, 60-60-60, and then eventually get to that 90-90-90. That's what is 90-90-90? 180, 270, 270 things that you're doing in a day. That's amazing. And you got to remember this too. I learned this so many years ago. It's a numbers game. The more you do, the more you sell. The less you do, the less you sell. It's simply a numbers game. If I do 1,000 things in one day, what are my odds of selling a car that day? If I do it every single day for 30 days, how many cars did I sell that month? A tremendous amount. If I'm doing one thing a day, that's only 30 things in 1 month. How many cars did I sell that month? 5 to 8, right? I did 30 things this month. Wow, you did so many things. Yeah, well, this guy does 270 a day. Oh, I wonder why he sells 35 cars a month. If you don't think it's possible, message me. I'll give you the Instagram accounts of the people that I know are doing it and using these methods and selling a bunch of cars. Eventually, it becomes just their daily habit, and eventually they stop having to do it because now they have so many referrals and repeat customers that now it's just they just sit there. What's going on? You still coming in? Oh yeah, I'm sending you this guy. All right, you guys buying two today? Oh my gosh, okay. Right. Sold 3 cars today. I had no appointments, and the people just started showing up. It's just a number game. Okay. All right. Real world payoff. How this approach naturally will sell you 20 cars a month. Listen to this episode multiple times until you've taken those mental notes or write it down of what you're going to do to sell that many cars a month. But you have to have those non-negotiables that today I have to do this before I can go home. I have to accomplish these things. The 90-90-90 rule. I have to set 5 appointments for this next week, right? Or 4 appointments, or at least one more. Set an appointment every single day. You'll have 7 appointments at least a week. That's still above most salespeople's 7 appointments a week. Mentally shift from you're hoping for that one big fish to you getting multiple fishes. So a lot of salespeople like, oh, I don't sell that many cars, but I hold a big gross. Well, awesome. What if you were good at holding gross and selling a bunch of cars? Man, those are the people that make 20 to 30,000 a month because they're obviously great at holding gross. They're just not that good at setting appointments and doing all those other things. Imagine if you could be good at holding gross and those other things. So get off the 1, 2 big vouchers a week to I need to sell a bunch of cars this week and make those big vouchers. You're going to always have a mini here and there, right? The minis are I call them fillers. They're just filling in your paycheck. Then you get 1 or 2 of those mega ones every week, plus those 4 to 5 minis. Holy moly, you're selling 20 plus cars a month, and you're making huge vouchers. Consistent. I like this. Consistency compounds. Eventually, you get to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, I still have my 270 tasks today, and I have 3 appointments coming in. How am I going to do it all? I have 3 car sales that I did today. That took me 9 hours, and I missed out on all 270 tasks that I have to do. My internal tasks, not just my CRM, right? Guess what? You hat tricked. It's okay. Let's start again tomorrow. If you're hat tricking every day and you're not getting to your tasks and your internal non-negotiables, that's okay. You sold 3 today. Catch up tomorrow. Try your best tomorrow to keep doing it. Eventually, you become a machine that comes in. You got multiple tasks to do today, plus you have multiple appointments. You already have one that you're doing a delivery on, one that they're going to come in to sign. You have 5 deals that potentially can come that can happen today. Plus, you have all your other stuff that you're going to be doing to set up future deals. Oh my goodness. You're selling 10 a week, 40 cars a month. Sounds crazy. There's people doing it. There's people doing it. All right. What if you threw in 5 more hooks? So let's start off small, right? I don't want you to come out of this episode and just try to go gung ho and then blow yourself up and you're tired and you're not getting those successes that Kyle said that you're going to get. Let's just start with 5 extra hooks a day, right? You're going to do your normal tasks. You're going to do your normal things that you normally do, but you're going to add 5 extra things. Let's make 5 extra real phone calls and try to make 5 extra real connections with follow-up or repeat sold customers that you're going to call them again, or someone that you should have called last week and you're afraid they bought a car and you're going to call them and they're going to tell you maybe they already bought a car and you're going to have to say congratulations. You're going to be a little upset. Try it. Call them. Try it. Let's start with 5. And then as you get really good at that, let's increase it to 10 and then 30. And then you start doing that 30, 30, 30 rule, 60, 60, 60, and start increasing your workload. Remember, your work ethic is the boat. And then all the little things that we talked about are the lines and the hooks. Sales Titans grind every day. Look, it's my day off. I'm at the park. People are walking by. They're looking at the weird car sales guy with his giant scooter back here at a park doing his podcast. It's because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I don't care their opinion. They could come up and whatever. I don't know. Hopefully they don't do anything to throw something over here. But there's people everywhere. They're walking around. There's kids playing. But guess what? It's not going to stop Kyle from what he's doing today. I wanted to get outside and I wanted to record an episode. Well, guess what? I'm going to do them both. And I hope you're doing the video version so you can see how pretty this park is. There's a beautiful wood playground back here. One of the first thing I saw when I moved to Coeur d'Alene was that park. We stopped here downtown when we were thinking about moving here, and I saw this park. I'm like, oh my gosh, my kids are young. This is it. The lake is literally like 150 feet right there, 200 feet maybe. It's an amazing place, but it's not stopping me from doing what I'm doing today. I'm out here recording. I got my microphone. My backpack is 2,000 pounds out here, but make that what you do. We grind. Sales Titans grind no matter what time of the day it is, after hours, before hours, a day off. This is what we do to sell a bunch of cars. This is what I do to help you guys learn and train. Sales Titans never stop. They make it happen. We don't hope it happens. We make it happen. I'm making this episode happen, right? Make those phone calls, make those sales, get out there and make it happen, and don't hope it happens, because average hopes. Titans make it happen. Make it happen and have that mentality of, yes, Kyle, you know what? I commit to doing this. Actually, let's do this. If you made it this far in the episode, message me right now on Instagram. Go to Poor2Pro _car sales training and message me Sales Titan. Just message me that. I'll know what we're talking about, man and woman. Anyone out there that hears this, message me. Let's get to this next level where we're making a huge amount of money. We're not living paycheck to paycheck. Our credit cards are at zero balance. Our mortgages and rents are paid 2 months in advance, right? We have big credit scores. We can go out and buy whatever dinner we want. That is what I'm talking about. But we can't do it unless we're casting our hooks and doing that work ethic. So message me right now or go to Facebook, type in Kyle Galaz. You'll see my face on there. Message me Sales Titan, and let's connect. I love connecting with like-minded people. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode over here at the park in beautiful downtown Coeur d'Alene with giant trees around me. Love all you guys, all my listeners, all my supporters. Poor2Pro, Kyle Galaz, signing out.